This is the goal of education. We have also talked about what is the philosophy of education. We have said the philosophy of education is that it's a lifelong education. Lifelong education means that one has to learn throughout his life, and secondly, all the education system which has been planned in India or anywhere, that is with the philosophy that a student has to learn from childhood to the extreme higher position, that is the PhD or other things. And all this learning is interrelated, inter-supporting. We are all, you as a teacher, are all familiar with the word syllabi, syllabus. And we say normally when we ask what is the difference between syllabus and curriculum, they say syllabus comprises of all the subjects, and curriculum many times the teachers don't know. When I ask them how this syllabus is derived, they will say syllabus is given by the board or syllabus is given by the directorate, and we have got the responsibility that we teach according to that. But as a teacher, you should be aware of from where this syllabus has been derived. As I mentioned to you, that the goal of technical vocational education is to take care of the holistic development of the students. Holistic development of the student means that you are giving him some competencies related to the profession and occupation so that he can earn his living by getting employment somewhere, or he can be self-employed. The goal of technical vocational education is to take care of the personal development of the student, that is his personality. The goal of technical vocational education is to take care of the social development of the students, that is how he behaves in the job, how he behaves or works in the society, and how he is able to take people together for fulfilling the objectives. The next goal of the education is to develop in students learning to learn skills, that he can learn the things himself and understand the things and use that skills or competencies in their work. The goal of education, technical vocational education, is also to develop creativity in students. And as you know, in the present time, it is very essential that creativity and innovation is there in students so that they can be competitive. And lastly, because your technical and vocational education system is, our persons are professionals, so they have to be aware of the expectation of profession from them. That is, they have to be clear about, know about professional responsibilities. So whatever you are teaching to the students or whatever you are doing in the polytechnic or engineering college is derived from the goal of technical and vocational education, and it is there in the syllabus which is you are there. You understand syllabus as the content only, but the education feels that what is going on in the polytechnic and engineering college, or what are the life experience or experiences you are giving to the students in the polytechnic and engineering college for developing competency for fulfilling the goal, is the curriculum. So according to UNESCO, curriculum is an organized program of both theoretical and practical studies, the successful completion of which is considered necessary to achieve specified education goal corresponding to different levels of knowledge and qualifications. Curriculum for ITI, curriculum for diploma, curriculum for degree program will be different because of the fact that these courses which are there, they are leading to producing manpower which will be either will be a craftsman, either will be a technician, or either it will be an engineer. So based on what is the qualifications you are awarding, what is the knowledge which is expected, what is the corresponding position in the industry, based on that the curriculum is there which will have organized theoretical and practical knowledge and skills and attitudes. Curriculum is a heart of the institution and is a plan comprising of all activities, learning experience required for development of a professional, engineer, technician, craftsman and citizen. So why we say it's the heart of the institution? Curriculum is the heart of the institution because all learning experience which you provide to the students in the ITI, Polytechnic and Engineering College is based on what is given in the curriculum. Just to bring you an idea how this word curriculum came in practice, it is based on the Latin word cura, meaning race course or path of achieving a goal. In race course, you have got a laid down path on which horse run and jockey make the horse to run. So all the race course is a desired or a standard path which has been made, which has got many obstacles. Same way, curriculum is like a path on which teachers are the jockeys while the students are the horses. And it is the responsibility of the jockeys that all the students who are there, who are running, they achieve their goal in the required time. If the students are not achieving the goal, it means the jockey is not playing their role properly. Curriculum is a written document of education program which states educational objective, detail out integrated sequence of curriculum areas, subjects and detailed contents, recommend learning experience to be given to the students, that is instruction strategies and resource required, and methodology of student evaluation for achieving the objective in a stipulated period of a specific group of learners. Curriculum is a written document of education program, maybe diploma, degree, postgraduate, PhD, primary, secondary, whatever is there, which states what are the education objectives or outcomes to be achieved, what is the integrated sequence of curriculum areas or subjects which are to be included. It also gives the details of the learning experiences to be given to the students, that is what method has to be adopted, what media has to be adopted, what resources are required, that is also given, and it also gives the students' evaluation strategy for achieving the objective in a stipulated period of time for a specific group of learners. So in a nutshell, we can say that curriculum document will comprise of objectives, it will include content, it will include learning experience, which will include method of instruction, media evaluation, it will include resources, it will also include strategy for implementation. So it's a whole plan of achieving the objectives. As I mentioned to you yesterday, technical education is different from the general education. What is the difference? Technical education is quite costly. Technical education is based on specific requirement of the industry. Technical education changes with the time. It is dynamic. Technical education is aimed at specific outcome. It's not that a student, as like in a general education, students have understood the things good enough. But you will not, in the technical education, you will ensure that the student has achieved the outcomes which are there. As I mentioned in briefly, curriculum is a plan comprising of learning experiences to be given to the students in the time period of the course for achieving the objectives, and these objectives are related to professional or occupational development, personal development, social development, learning to learn skill development, creativity development, and professionalism development, or the development of professional requirements. A good curriculum, a good document which is available with you, curriculum document which is provided to head of the department and teacher, will have certain characteristics, and I would ask yourself to find out whether these aspects are there in your curriculum or not. First is, the curriculum document should have clarity. It should be very clear to everyone what is the curriculum, what is the objective to be achieved. Does it include all the aspects which are there? Second, it is to be feasible to implement. There is no point of building a curriculum which cannot be implemented in the situation where you are. You get the curriculum from USA and implement in India. The curriculum in USA may be demanding lot of resources, and it will probably it will not be possible to implement it. So you have to see the curriculum which is there, it is feasible to implement it. Then curriculum which is there, in that what you are is a plan of learning experiences. Each thing which you are, each decision which you are taking in the curriculum document has to be on database. When you are deciding about a certain subjects or a learning experiences, somebody asks you why you have included this for ITI when it is not required, you should be able to answer. In the present time, the industry is such that such and such thing is required or going to be required in future. That's why I have included this. So each thing which is there in the curriculum, you should be able to support that with the data. If you are not able to support that with data or information, we will say that the curriculum which you have designed is not effective or good curriculum. Curriculum has to be dynamic. Dynamic means in the institution, polytechnic engineering college, there should be provision by which you are changing the curriculum, and if somebody comes and asks you how far you have changed the curriculum in the last few years, or have you done something in the curriculum which is not there in the document, you should be able to tell, sir, we have found out that these are the things useful for the students, and although it is not there in the curriculum provided by the board, but we have made efforts that the students are taught about this, and so that they have got greater chances of employment. I remember one instance of IIM Gwalior, Institute of Information Technology, Gwalior. institution gave the responsibility to the students to decide what should be taught to them in addition to whatever they are being taught as per the syllabus. Students were able to tell to the faculty after 1 year that, sir, if you teach these few more new subjects, probably these will be helpful to us in our career. And that become a part of the curriculum of Institute of Information Technology and Gwalior. So if teachers, principals, HODs feel that certain things are required to be taught to the students, then if they are including that thing in their teaching learning process, we will say the curriculum is dynamic. Curriculum has to be fully articulated. Articulated means each steps which is there in the document, one should be able to explain why something is where, why so much emphasis has been given to the subjects. For example, I am an electrical engineer. In the curriculum, I find electrical machine is taught in the first year, while basic electricity is taught in the 5th semester. Someone asked me, can you explain why this basic electricity is 5th semester and electrical machine is in the 1st semester? I should be logically able to tell. Or, in other terms, I want to say, one should be able to tell about the algorithm which is there in the development of the curriculum. All steps which are there, which are connected with each other, one should be able to explain. Realistic curriculum should not be, normally what happens, big people sit together, they don't think about the level of the students and they prepare curriculum which is, goes over them and they are not able to understand. Curriculum has to be realistic. It has to be student oriented. It should be future oriented. So while you are taking care of the professional requirement of craftsmen, diploma, technician, engineers, you should not take care of the present requirement, you should also take care of the future perspective also, because these technicians have to be engineers, these engineers have to be chief engineers, these craftsmen have to be technician also. So whatever future requirement is there, that should also be taken care in the curriculum. Curriculum should be in simple language, it should be innovative, it should be comprehensive. It should give all details which are required by all the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders of the curriculum? Students require curriculum for knowing what is to be studied. Teacher required curriculum for knowing how much he has to teach to the students, to what extent. HOD required curriculum to know what resources are required. Principal required curriculum for knowing what resources he has to provide to the department so that the teaching learning process happens properly. How students are to be evaluated, how to ensure that they get desired learning experience in the industry, how projects have to be organized, how social, cultural and other activities are to be managed in the institution so that students get the experience of personal and social development. You know very well, when we develop a prototype, when we have to develop a product, what we do is, first we develop a prototype, and then once the prototype has been designed, approved, then we go for mass production. Designing or development of curriculum also involves the same stages which are there in the design of a prototype product. design of a prototype of a product involves, first we will, for example, you have to design a innovative fan, or you have to design a innovative any other things. Then when you are going to design new innovative things, what you require is, first of all, you will analyze the situation. You will find out what are the things available at the moment, what are the specifications of the new things which I am going to make, what are the facilities available to me, what is the present cost, how much cost I should make, what are the material available, what material I should make. In the analysis stage, you will find all the things. Then you will go for number of design of the prototype product. Out of that 5-6 design which you have made, you will select one. You go for implementation. You will get that product manufactured. Once it has been manufactured, then you go for evaluation or validation stage. You will test the product, and after testing you will find if the product is fulfilling the requirement of the specifications decided in the analysis stage. You will approve the prototype, otherwise you will give the feedback and will say go again and select another design till the time you are able to finalize a prototype which is as per your requirement and can go for final production. These all 4 stages of analysis, design, prototype design, implementation, evaluation are also applicable to the design of the curriculum. Design of curriculum or the design of syllabus, I will say in simple terms, is not one-man show. Design of curriculum will be done by directorate, board officials, HODs, teachers who are teaching the subjects, as well as the people from industries. They will have to contribute together, work together for a long time to take decisions which will be part of the curriculum. And the stages they will have to follow is analysis, design, implementation, evaluation. Curriculum which will come out of the first stages once being implemented in the institution will be said to be good if it is satisfying the need of the client system, that is industry and society. The same thing can said to be in a simple term. The same steps are followed in the solving of a problem. When you are faced with a certain problem, what do? You think about, analyze the problem. In design, you find out alternative solution to the problem. Take one solution, try to apply that solution in implementation. If you find that solution is able to solve the problem, you say okay. If it is not there, then again you go back, try the second alternative, and so on. So curriculum design or curriculum development is also includes 4 stages: analysis, design, implementation, evaluation. As I mentioned to you earlier, what is the you can say characteristics of the effective curriculum, and also mention curriculum is a heart of the institution. Heart of the institution means all activities which are happening in the department, those are as per the curriculum. And curriculum which is there in the institution is getting improved again and again because it is a dynamic. And then we will say that curriculum has been fully designed or developed in the institution, in that situation what will be there? The outcome of the institution will be indicated by these parameters which are here. Once the curriculum has been fully developed in the institution, the output will be that curriculum is relevant and up to date. Students of the outcome of the institution will be competent and employable. Faculty will be up to date and motivated. Infrastructure, whatever is required, whatever our NECs will be there. Process of academic monitoring will be achieving in the or will be existing in the institution, where they will be seeing how the the instruction is being there as per the curriculum. The climate of the institution will be achievement oriented. Everybody will try to see that he tries to achieve higher and higher. Structure, system and network will be created in the institution to provide the desired learning experience to the students. So it means, therefore, if curriculum development is taking place in the institution, a stage will come when curriculum will be such that it is fully developed, and in that situation what will happen is all these things which I have mentioned will be there. Students will be employable, teacher will be up to date, resources will be there, curriculum will be as per the requirement of the industry, mechanism will be created in the institution for monitoring the things, climate will be such, everybody will like to contribute, structure, system and network will be created. As I mentioned to you, analysis stage of the problem solving, also analysis stage of the curriculum. With an example of the fan, when we had to design a curriculum for maybe certificate program or a diploma program or a degree program, the first stage is analysis stage, in which you have to identify the need of the manpower and do a demand analysis. That is, you will try to find out if the course which I am starting, and the qualification which I am starting, it is corresponding to which manpower, where these boys and girls will be going, where they will be working, what positions they will be holding there. Then you have to find out what is their designation, what are the functions they are doing. Then you have to find out what is the job functions they are doing, in which what is the knowledge, skills and attitudes required. Then they have to find out what is the total knowledge, skills and attitude and competencies required. They have to find out the constraint of the program, such as how much is the duration, how much is the finance available, how much is the level of the students, and what are the other facilities available to you. So analysis stage is very important in the design of the curriculum. I will take a simple example to you to illustrate that when you are designing a curriculum of a skilled worker, you are designing a curriculum for an unskilled worker, when you are designing curriculum for a craftsman program, ITI program, when you are designing program for a diploma course, degree program, masters and PhD program, for each of the program you will have to take get this information. As I mentioned to you, if you have to design a fan, in the analysis you have to see all the things, you have to find out all the information. Same way, when you are designing a curriculum, you will have to take the all information which is related to the program. You have to find out what is the education structure of the country, what is the philosophy of the programs, what is the level of the course which you are designing. Is it a diploma, degree, craftsman, whatever it is there? What is the prerequisite satisfied by the students? Which is the, how much is the duration of the program? Is it a sandwich program or institution program? Do we have support of the industry or not? Is there some special characteristics of the students coming to the program which has to be taken care in the curriculum which is designing? Because all the decisions which you are taking in the curriculum, those are to be based on the data or the information you have collected in the analysis stage. If you remember, yesterday I have said to you that occupation level in industry, we have identified that there are 10 levels which are there in the industry for which we are preparing people. So while you are in the analysis, you have to find out which is the position for which you are designing the curriculum, and based on that positions you will find out the jobs, occupational jobs, you will find out the functions, then will analyze what sort of knowledge, skills, attitudes are required. Another things you can also find out from there itself that which, for example, when we are talking about a diploma program, you find craftsman is 4, technician diploma is this, and it is corresponding to NSQ level 5. So in the analysis stage, you have found out that we have been given responsibility of designing a curriculum of manpower which is as NCQF 5 level and which is known as a technician in the industry and service sector. When you have to design a program for ITI program, then you will say that he is a craftsman working under supervision and he is corresponding to number 3. So you will have to decide in the analysis stage. Yes, please. Any question? When you are deciding about in the analysis, collecting information, you have to find out what is the position for which you are designing the program, what is the level it is there. Why I am asking you to take care of the level? Because Government of India has decided that we will have all qualification will be benchmarked with the levels they have decided. So you have to take care of this aspect, that when you are designing the curriculum or revising the curriculum, you have to find out up to which level it corresponds, and simultaneously you have to find out what is the job position or occupation level which is corresponding in the industry. Once you are clear, then you will be working on the design of the curriculum of a particular level. When you go for degree level, you will know very well that it's a 7-level engineer entry, manage others degree. So when you are designing a curriculum or engineering program, you will say that we are developing curriculum for professional working in the industry at the level of engineer or technologist, and their corresponding level in national skill standard and skill qualification framework is 7. Yesterday we talked about this, that each level of NCQ have 5 descriptors for a particular position in specific industry, give idea about outcome or competencies to be demonstrated by manpower. Competency focus on what is expected of an employer in the workplace or ability to do a job well. You remember I have said these 5 descriptors were process, professional knowledge. It was professional knowledge, it was process, it was professional knowledge, professional skills, it was responsibility, and it was core skills. So in the analysis stages, you will have to collect the information about what is the position, what are the positions they are holding, what are the functions they are doing, and under each functions you have to find out these 5 descriptors, and then you will have to combine all the knowledge, skills, attitude, responsibility, etc. to find out total knowledge, skills and attitudes and other things which are to be developed in the students working at craftsman level, if it is a certificate course, technician level if it is a diploma course, degree course engineer if it is a degree course. Or we will get all information about knowledge, skills, attitudes which are required to be there in the professionals. And in the last point in the analysis stage, I have said you have to find out the constraints also. Maybe you will not be able to develop them in the professional engineers, craftsmen, as a technician or craftsmen who can be as per the people who can directly do the job, because preparing ready-made engineer, technicians and craftsmen may take long time, but in the time which is available to you in the institution, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you can cover the knowledge, skills and attitude to certain level. So from the total knowledge, skills, attitudes you have collected, you will find out what are the things which can be done in the institution, and based on that you will decide that this is the total knowledge, this is the total professional knowledge, this is the professional skills, these are the professional core skills, these are the management skills, professional skills which can be given to the students, and based on that you can write down about the outcome of the course. Outcome of the course means what are the competencies will be demonstrated to the students after the end of the 1 year course, 2 years course or 3 year course or 4 year course, whatever it is there. If you remember, yesterday I have told you that NBA has given a accreditation criteria for the curriculum of the programs, and it has been stated in program outcome A to K. So while you are in the analysis stage writing about the program outcomes, you will have to take care of what has been prescribed in general terms in the NBA criteria, and you have to find out your own program outcome for the level which you are working. If you go for certificate course which you are not going, you are basically concentrating on diploma and degree program, the program outcome has been specified in the NBA accreditation criteria, and that can be a guideline for you for writing the program outcome of the program which you are offering. This diagram is a very interesting diagram. It tells you that all the manpower which is existing in the industry, a big chunk of that, large number of them are craftsmen and skilled workers. They are engineer technician and industrial technician, and they are engineers. This is percentage of practical work. This is percentage of the theoretical work. When you are working as a craftsman at this level, you have so much is the practical work and so little is the theoretical work. When you are working craftsman here, you have so much is practical skills and so much is the theoretical work. When you are working craftsman here, near technician, you have knowledge and the practical is almost the same. So in the total manpower which is required in the industry sector, large number of skilled workers are required and craftsmen required. A good number engineer technicians are required, and then engineer technologists and managers are required. If you remember, I talked yesterday and said, if India has to become a developed country, we have to enhance the number of engineer technologist managers, we have to enhance the number of engineer technicians, industrial technicians, we have also enhanced the number of craftsmen and skilled workers. And more efforts we will have to do on enhancing the number of skilled workers because of the fact the large population of us is not having the basic education and they have no skills. So greater efforts have to be done for skilling India or making population skilled. And the difference between the engineer, technician and craftsman, as it is very clear from here, that engineer technologists have got more theory or theoretical knowledge, less practical skills. A technician has got less knowledge compared to engineer, more skills, while craftsman will have more skills and less theoretical knowledge. So in the analysis stage, when you are finding out where the boy will go, which positions he will be getting, where the chances of getting his employment is there, you will narrow down on the occupation where your boys and girls will be employed as a technician and engineer. You will find out what activities or the tasks they are performing, functions they are performing, what are the tasks they are doing, what are the activities they are doing. Then you will find out what theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge in the profession or occupations they are using. You will combine those, and from there you will find out total knowledge and total skills and core skills and other skills, and you will combine those things, and from there you will come to the conclusion what are the outcomes of the total which are, or the competencies which are expected to be demonstrated by students after they have undergone the course. And this, as it is visible from here, it depends on if you are focusing on craftsmen here only, craftsmen in industry here only, you will find knowledge and skills required will be different. But if you are focusing craftsmen near the technician, you will find knowledge and skills will be required, will be different. So in the analysis stage, you will find out all these knowledge and skills which are required to be developed in students. Yesterday we have talked about this, that we will have levels corresponding, we will have diploma and degrees. Diploma was corresponding to level 5, degree was corresponding to level 7, and then we have also identified credits which are there to be there. This also we discussed about this thing, that levels we have said that it will be there. This was there, this probably was taught by Professor Saini in the morning. These are the levels, direct descriptive or level 4 and 5 of NSQF. What is 4 and 5? Four is a certificate course, and what about 5? 5 is a diploma program. Diploma program which we are running, and 7 is your degree program. So let us see the descriptor of 5 program. Level 5 is corresponding to the technician, trainee or diploma holder. Job that require well-developed skills with clear choices of procedures in familiar context. Knowledge of facts, principles, processes and general concepts in field of work or study. A range of cognitive and practical skills required to accomplish tasks and solve problems by selecting and applying basic methods, tools, materials and information. Desired core skills are desired mathematical skill, understanding of social, political and some skills of collecting and organizing information communication. Responsibility for own work and learning and some responsible for other works and learning. So descriptor of level 5 corresponding to the diploma run in the institutions give an idea about 5 aspects on which information has to be collected from industry. So you have to collect information on these 5 aspects from the industry to find out what is the responsibility, what is the process, what is the professional knowledge, what is the professional skills, what are the core skills, what are the responsibilities. And these are to be listed down, and on the basis of that you will be able to make the program outcome. I have given the name that we have to, curriculum design has to be done with the benchmarking of NQF. The meaning is that whatever these things will be given by the industry, you will have to, this will be given by the skill councils, and this whatever they prescribe for a technician program, that has to be taken care while you are designing the curriculum. It is not that whatever you take decision or the group of people take decision, that will be considered as the all right, but as you are trying to take into account the global perspective and local context, you will have to base your decision of the curriculum design on the requirement of the industry, and sector councils or the industry people will give you what is the level 5 description of the occupation standards or the competency standards which are to be taken care while designing the curriculum. Once you have gone for the analysis stage, the next stage comes is that you have to take the decision about details of the curriculum. You have already decided about the program outcome, which are benchmarked with the occupation standard given by the sector councils, and taking care of the requirement of the students which are coming to the Polytechnic and Engineering College, and in view of the other constraints. So in the design stage, what you do is program outcomes based on the program education objective, duration of the program, pattern, industrial role in program, implementation, and total knowledge, skills and attribute to be developed in the institution. It is very essential that when you are designing the program, you have to take care of what is the type of the program. Is the whole program institution based? Is it the program sandwich based, in which industry is collaborating with the institution and students are moving from institution to the industry and from industry to institution? Is the program cooperative in nature? How much is the role of the industry in the running of the program? Because all these will matter in the design of the curriculum. So program outcomes have to be based on program education objective, duration of the program, pattern, industry role in the program, implementation, and total knowledge, skills, and attitudes to be developed in the institutions. Once program outcomes are there, from outcomes we will decide about the subject areas of learning experiences and their instruction objective, as well as the context based on the analysis stage. You remember, in the analysis stage, you have gone to the industry, find out the occupation, find out the what they do, what are the jobs, what the functions they do. Then you have found out what is the knowledge, skills required for performing the functions, and based on, you will take care of all these aspects, and you will try to develop the content of the subjects or area of learning experiences to the given in the students for fulfilling the program outcome. Determine method and media, time and marks of each subject. Develop horizontal and vertical organization of subject using iterative process. Develop study and evaluation scheme. Determine resources, human, physical, and financial based on norm. Develop plan for implementation of the curriculum. So you can very well see that in the design stage, you are not just going on the basis of your hunch, but you are systematically going step by step. You are in the analysis stage, you have tried to find out, collected the information about the job, about the students, about the resources, everything you have done. And in the design stage, you are trying to get from there and decide about the outcome which are to be fulfilled in the course which you are offering. Once you have decided about the outcome, then on the basis of outcome, you will decide about what are the broad areas on which learning experience to be given to the students. And based on the learning experience to be given to the students, you will decide about the broad areas. The content of the broad areas and the competency to be developed in broad areas will be decided from the analysis stage. Many times what happens in the curriculum, you don't have only the area, subject area related to the professional things which are to be developed. You know very well that the goal of education is not to prepare robot. The goal of education is to develop professionals who have personal and social skills, who have learning to learn skills. So therefore, what is essential is that when you are designing the curriculum, in addition to the professional subjects which you have identified, you try to identify core and basic science and engineering science subjects also, in which the experiences have to be given to the students. You also decide about humanities and management which are required to be taught to the students, or learning experience to be given to the student for developing personal and social skills. So now your program outcome will not only comprising of the outcomes which are related to the only the professional subjects, it will also have the outcomes related to the social science, related to the core subjects, as well as the basic science and engineering science subjects. It will also have outcome related to humanities and management you are teaching, and it will also have certain outcomes related to professionalism development in the students. Once you have comprehensive outcome, you have decided about the broad areas in which learning experience are to be given to the students, then you can decide about the how much time has to be given to the learning experience to be given to the students. Once you have decided about the time, you can make the structure of the subjects in which you have to give the learning experience. Structure of the subjects means it will include concept, facts, concept, theories, principles, problem solving. So these things will be there in the details of the subjects which you will develop. Then you will place those subjects in a proper horizontal and vertical organization, means you will try to prepare a sort of a framework in which you will see where what subjects have to be put, where learning experience has to be given so that prerequisites are satisfied and students go from simple to the complex. Students go from known to the unknown, and in this way you make a complete structure of study and evaluation scheme of the whole subjects, whole course which is there. Then you give marks also to different subjects and prepare the scheme. In addition to that, you try to give some guidance to the teacher for teaching certain subjects so that he can use appropriate method, media and resources for fulfilling the objective. This is the design stage. Once you have designed the curriculum, as I mentioned to you in the prototype element, once the design is there, then it has to be implemented and has to be seen whether it is giving desired results or not. It deals with harnessing relevant of resources and actual implementation. In the systematic implementation stage, key effectiveness areas are decided and responsibilities are fixed to achieve the goals in the time. The success of the curriculum development expert depends on the use of creativity and innovation in decision making. I want to mention here very clearly to my friends that many times what happens when you are implementing the curriculum, you are not the desired resources, but I have found thousands of innovative and creative teachers, head of the department and principals. With their ingenuity, they are able to manage the resources in such a way that they are able to fulfill the outcome of the program. Although they don't have resources, but they are able to manage the facilities by taking from others, networking with others, networking with the industries, so that the students get the desired knowledge and develop their competencies. Once the curriculum has been implemented in the institution, you try to, like a prototype of product, you will try to see whether it is giving the desired result or not. If it is not giving the desired result, you will make corrective action till the time you will find it is all right. It is to ensure quality control and for the purpose of providing feedback to the curriculum developer regarding strength and weakness of curriculum. It includes formative evaluation during implementation stage for taking corrective measures and summative evaluation once the curriculum has undergone corrective process for few times. So as in prototype of development, I told you that in the evaluation stage, we try to find out whether desired results are achieved or not. If the desired results are not there, we try to give the feedback and try to make the things all right, and we work till the time this is there. And I know very well that you as a teacher, as a head of the department, as a principal in the polytechnic, are doing this continuously. Once the curriculum is given to you, every year you are developing new approaches, new strategies, new innovations to see that the curriculum which is given to you give the desired result, so that students who goes out of your institutions, they are competent, employable and are good citizens, and not only they play active and professional role, but also lead a very happy life. This is what, in a nutshell, is the curriculum design process or development process. Formulation of objective of education of country based on ultimate aims of life, political and social philosophy, and development need of country, institution, curriculum, and subjects. Determination of scheme of studies and preparation and instructional material like test bank, test books, workbook. Implementation of scheme in the institution, evaluation of curriculum to ensure quality control and the purpose of providing feedback to the curriculum developer regarding strength and weakness of curriculum. Curriculum development is a cyclic process. It has to be planned, developed, implemented, and evaluated in order to be planned again. What I want to say is, as we have said in the prototype of development, product is developed, product, once iterative process is there, if the product is all right, then we go for mass production and so on. As regards the curriculum is concerned, it's also a cyclic process, and as you know very well, environment is changing very fast, global developments are there, and it is necessary that institutions which are there, they should be all the time aware of what is happening at the global level, and so that they can modify the curriculum and they can give learning experience to the students which are current, which is need of the time. I want to say here that you can save crores of rupees if you design your curriculum properly and develop it in the system. If you are teaching to the students 20 hours content which is obsolete, 20 hours of content which is obsolete, which is irrelevant, which is of no use, not utilized at all. You can imagine 500 students, 20 hours instruction is equivalent to the thousand hours of time of the students. It also involves teachers' time. It also involves use of large equipment of lakhs of rupees. So it is very essential that at national level, at state level, at institution level, at classroom level, all of us should be aware, sensitive about the importance of the curriculum and its design. If you don't bother, if you don't spend about time in the curriculum design of certificate course, diploma course, master's program, and so on, and it is not designed by a group of people who are knowledgeable about curriculum development, the possibility is there that we will not be doing justice to what we are imparting to the students. And many times I have observed that we are teaching to the student things for many hours what have become obsolete, which is of no use to them in career. So you teachers have great responsibility to see that you teach to the students only those things which are relevant, up to date, useful to them in the industry or in the profession and in life. Otherwise, we will be wasting the time of the students, wasting the time of the faculty, wasting the costly equipment or the equipment or money of the poor. This is the program outcome. Just want to show you that these are the program outcomes details given in the NBA accreditation. It is there for diploma holders, it is there for degree, it is for postgraduate also. And it mentions about that what are the things required to be developed in the students after they have gone through the degree program of 4 years. Just to give you an idea that in the curriculum design, certain norms and standards are there which are given by AICT, which are related to the goal of the technical and vocational education, and which are also corresponding to the national skill standard qualification skill qualification framework. These are related to humanity, social sciences and management. These are about 5 to 10%. Basic sciences is 15 to 25%. Engineering sciences and technical arts are 15 to 25%. Professional subjects are 55 to 65%. Why I am giving this to you is to just give you an idea that if you see the curriculum of your degree program or diploma program, you will find out of the 36 subjects which are there in 4 years or 3 years, you will find certain subjects are humanity, social sciences and management, MCC, MSS, sports, cultural activities. They are given a time of 5 to 10%, and they are responsible for personal development, social development and professional development of the students. There are basic sciences, engineering science and technical arts. They are core areas which are required for preparing students for future profession. Then you have professional subjects, knowledge and skills. They are 55 to 65%. They are there. It includes industrial training. It includes projects, etc. And they are related to the development of professional knowledge and skill in the students. So whatever has been given in NQF, National Skill Qualification Framework, related to number 7, whatever you have designed as a curriculum for the degree program, whatever is given by the AICTE as their norms for degree program, all things are similar. And whatever is being prescribed in the descriptors of level 6 in the National Skill Qualification Framework, all these things are to be benchmarked with the industrial requirement to see that the curriculum is as per the need of the occupation. All these, what I have taught, is related to the programs which are related to the diploma and degree. Because of the fact that you are all from diploma and degree courses, large number of our courses, a large number of population, as the earlier speaker must have talked, is 40 to 50% population has to be given or to be prepared as semi-skilled and skilled worker, and they are to be offered the courses at the level 1 and 2. Level 1 is the basic skills and level 2 is the semi-skilled. They have to be given short duration program so that they can have the basic skills and they can go for jobs. The curriculum design for these programs will not be that comprehensive as we have in the certificate, diploma and degree programs. For them, you will be requiring more of skills, less of knowledge. So their program will be more skills, little knowledge, and little bit of general knowledge or soft skills, which they should have so that they can work as a semi-skilled worker or entry-level worker. And for them, when we are designing the curriculum, the exercise will not be so comprehensive. Stats will be the same, but exercise will not be that comprehensive. And for that, what is there is the people who are working on preparing craftsmen, semi-skilled, skilled craftsmen, they are using a simple approach which is called DECM approach. And briefly, I will be touching that for you. DECM stands for developing a curriculum. It may be defined as a single sheet skill profile that serves as both a curriculum plan and evaluation instrument for occupational training program. It is an approach to occupational and job analysis and widely used in vocational education and training. DECAM is basically an analytical approach with which competency requirements are broken down into their individual components before synthesized into set of complementary instructional module. Sometimes DECAM is used for validating existing occupational analysis with the help of experts from industry. What is this DECAM? Designing of a curriculum. It is used for job analysis. For example, I will just give a simple example. मान लिया you have a vulcanizer. Vulcanizer is a person who put a puncture on the cycle tires. Puncture on the cycle tire. This man has to be trained. You have to design curriculum for training a person who can put puncture on the cycle tubes, or he can be a vulcanizer. What you will do? You have identified that this is the role, this is the name of the job. Once you have identified the job, you will observe what task he does as a puncture, a person who is putting puncture on the tubes of cycles. Then you will find out for each task what activity he does. Once you have found out what activity he does, you will find out that for 6 tasks which he does as a person who is doing puncture on cycle tire tubes, 20 tasks he does. From each task you will find out what activities he has to do for each task. You will prepare all activities which he has to do. Then you will find out what competencies he is required to develop for doing these activities. Once you have found out what competencies are required to be done there for doing these activities, then you will find out what skills are required to be done, what knowledge has to be required, what other skills are to be required. You will find that if you are able to identify that for preparing a vulcanizer or preparing a person who is competent to put a puncture on a tube of the cycle, these are the competencies in which training has to be given. This is the knowledge which he has to be given. What is the other things he has to be given? That will be the curriculum or the program which will be there for this. And all this is drawn or found out in the DECAM approach. You prepare a cycle, in cycle or circle, in that in center you write down the position, job, then you write down about the task, go for activities, go for competencies, go for knowledge, skills, attitudes, and then you can design the program. DECAM procedure or steps. A DECAM committee will be formed, will comprise of 5-7 experts worker from different areas chosen, 1 senior supervising officer developer as an observer, 1 curriculum developer taken for coordinating the DECAM process. DECAM process applied to design of curriculum for vocational education training program will include orientation of DECAM committee and listing of job opportunities, occupations, both self and wage, available in the job market, job description which involve listing of duties and tasks demanded in the other jobs, job occupational analysis which involves finding out the requisite knowledge, skills and personality traits required for various tasks, duties to be performed, formulation of program outcome of the particular vocational course on the basis of task analysis and entry level of students, identify the broad areas of the study and training specified in general, outline the study and examination scheme, development of syllabi of specialized subjects, core subjects, and general subjects based on the cognitive and psychomotor abilities listed in the job analysis, arrangement of theoretical and practical content of subjects in a proper sequence, or in case of modular curriculum, the content drawn from job analysis is arranged and divided into independent modules of different weightage, preparing exhaustive list of category-wise inputs for the course, like equipment, machine, tools, and raw material for a unit of 20-25 students, preparing an exhaustive list of reference books, guides, and manuals, preparing a list of collaborating institutions which can be involved in transactions of curriculum. I want to tell you at the end that you have a full freedom to decide what is good for students, to make them employable and good citizens, and give them learning experiences through formal, non-formal, and informal parts of curriculum of TVT programs. The difference between the students in India and student in USA is, student in India sees towards teacher for his learning, parents for guidance, while the student in US advanced country is responsible for his learning. My humble request to all the teachers who are listening to this is, if you can make students responsible for their own learning, you will have to do very little to make them competent and employable. It is like saying like this: the knowledge is there inside them. You have to create a love for learning to them. And if you do that by doing certain activities or giving them some experience, the possibility is there that once you create their interest in learning, they will not stop, they will go on learning. You can be a professional leader by introducing creativity and innovation in education and training of students of TVT. You have to be innovative, you have to be creative, and if you do that, then you will find that whatever you are doing, that will be a great help to the students. Thank you very much. Any question? Yeah, beta jara dena list. Government Polytechnic Dehradun. Yeah. Government Polytechnic Dehradun. Any question? Anything you would like to discuss? Yeah, please go. Government Polytechnic Dehradun. हाँ बताइए, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? या कुछ समझ में आया आपके? कोई भी है क्या? Yeah. Good afternoon to all of you. Please tell me from where you are speaking. Yeah. बताएंगे आप कहां से बोल रहे हैं? हैं?
हेलो,
यस प्लीज, कहां से बोल रहे हैं आप?
हेलो, जगदीशन पांडे फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट पॉलिटेक्निक कालाडोंगी.
गवर्नमेंट पॉलिटेक्निक
कालाडोंगी सर.
Okay, welcome to you in the afternoon session. Do you have any query or suggestion or things you want to clarify?
Sir, I want to clarify one thing that.
बैठ के बोलिए.
Yes, sir. I want to clarify one thing that when we are talking about the skilling the manforce, actually what happened in India, particularly in India, that
yes.
the particular student or particular child or particular being goes by the pressure of its parents or its society to choose some field,
Yes,
and
yes.
sometimes it happens it has the talent in the other field. So there is any scope for the counseling to tell them that what is right for them actually, because
Well,
some what happened they in the aspect of the parental pressure or the society pressure they goes for the different field, but they are suited for the different field.
very nice, very good. I
So
agree
ideally,
with I agree with you that we have a cultural
yes,
bias about not learning skills but doing things which are white collar jobs, right?
yes. So
So
I think that there should be a scope of counseling, sir, because a good cricketer cannot be a good engineer, and a good
I
engineer cannot be a good cricketer.
I have two things I would like to say here. One thing is that as we as a teacher, I include myself also, we have got a great responsibility that we create love for engineering, create love for engineering in the students. We are not creating love for engineering profession in the students when they come in first year. If you do lot of activity in the institution and do counseling of the student, the possibility is there that they will involve themselves in learning skills. Cultural bias is there, but cultural bias has to be removed because a, a skilled worker can get about 20,000 rupees, but white collar person will get nowadays 5 or 10,000 rupees. So sooner or later this has to be realized in the society that everybody has to learn skills if he wants to earn a decent livelihood. Thank you very much. Any other person?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
या बताइए और जगह बताइए क्या भाई दूसरी जगह any other person? Yeah, yes, hello, yes, please, who is speaking?
Sir,
Any other center? हेलो,
हेलो
आपके कोई विचार कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
हेलो हेलो एम आई ऑडिबल
हेलो,